Day 2 of shad season, going to the store and buying stuff. So thought I'd come down to Sports Academy Outdoors here in Fredericksburg and see what they got to offer and show you what I would buy. Alright, so yesterday I went to Walmart, looked at some lures to buy for shad fishing. Today I'm here at Sports Academy, and you have a little more selection. As you can see, all kinds of spoons here, so you're going to have a lot more selection of spoons, but obviously you're going to pay a little bit more. But if I was just getting into shad fishing, here's what I'd be looking at buying some Castmaster spoons. Here's 3 for like 11 bucks. But again, for me, I like the 1/4 size Castmaster better. This is the 1/8. All right, and this is the 1/4. I'm gonna try to put this down. Here we go. All right, and you can see here's the deal. This one's going to snag more because it's going to drop lower and quicker and faster in the water. This is probably going to snag less, but you're going to be able to throw this one further. So if you're fishing from a boat, you're probably going to fish with this. If you're fishing on the bank where you have to throw it out there and get to where the school is, you probably want a bigger bait. So that's the only difference there. All right. Now I've caught shad on all kinds of different spoons. I love the little Clio, but you can see that's going to be almost $6 for one. I've caught them on these Cordell silver spoons here. I've caught them on a Johnson type of Castmaster, and I've caught them on the Johnson Sprite, the smaller ones. That's $4.49. So you're going to pay a little bit more, but you're going to have more of a selection here. I would probably, again, I would stick to the 1/4 size if I'm fishing from the bank. If I'm fishing from a boat, you can go down to the 1/8. I would pick, again, I don't want to. If you're just doing this for the first time, you don't want to spend a lot of money. I'd be trying to find something of 3 packs. Trying to look for as best a deal as I could. 2 at a time for the best bang for my buck. And then once I picked out whatever spoons I was going to use, then the next thing is picking out what kind of plastic jig you're going to use. Now again, the plastic jig, I've seen people talk about people catching on beetle spin. I've never caught one on a beetle spin that I can remember, but I've caught them on Mr. Crappie jigs. I've caught them on these spinners, little curly tails. I've caught them on the ones with the trailer here. I don't know what the heck you call those things, but look like a little skirt. I've caught them on the Malibu jigs like this. Okay. Again, you probably want to look at about a 1/8 size jig. Curly tail, okay, 1/8 size. Okay, again, you can buy these pre-rigged, or you can come over and just buy you some jig heads. I would probably go with the 1/8 size Mr. Crappie or Big Bite jig heads. I like the pink a lot. I like the yellow. I like the chartreuse. And again, you can buy different jig heads, and then you can buy different jigs and you can match it up. I've caught shad on the Big Bites baits here. I really like this one. I fished this one right here in the red and white a lot. So whatever plastic jig you want to use, you can use it with the skirt, you can use it with the curly tail, and you can mix and match on your own jig heads. Or like I said, you can just buy the ones that are already pre-rigged. You can buy any of this Mr. Crappie Bobby Garland jigs. These work. Anything that works pretty much for a crappie will work for a shad. And again, you're just going to tie your shad on, or your spoon at the end, and about 12 inches up, you're going to tie one of these jigs. You're going to throw them out there. The spoon's going to probably get their attention, and they're probably going to hit your jig. Anyway, so it's a lot of fun. I hope you get out this next couple of weeks and get a chance to do this, you're going to love it. If you get a chance to, I'm telling you, some of the most fun fishing I've ever done. You guys have a good weekend. All right, so I just left Sports Academy, and so here's what I bought. I bought the 1/4 size 3-pack Castmaster, and I bought these curly tail pre-rigged Roadrunners. I don't think I've ever fished with the underspin before, but I'm gonna give it a shot. All right, again, I'm gonna tie this on, one of these on at the end of my line, about 12 inches up. I'll tie this one on, and this cost me today, just these two things, all right, cost me $17.88. There's my receipt. All right, so you know, fishing's not cheap anymore, that's for sure. But you know, I think if you went to Walmart, bought the majority of what you needed, and then just went to Sports Academy or some other sporting goods store that's got some more name brand selections, you could probably you know, just splurge a little bit. You're going to spend maybe $50, you know, for the season, and you're going to have a blast and you're going to enjoy it. So let me see if I can get across this road now, because I got to go pick up my car.